How do you guys feel about it? Like the sort of action kind of ramping up throughout the entire story. I mean, you look at the first season, or at least the first couple chapters, and it's like there's action, but it's not to the, it's
But
not
there's so
guns.
much suspense, and I think,
Mhm.
Yeah.
man, I think like the Promised Neverland is big. It is absolutely big. Is not Demon Slayer big, and I think that this season is about to change that. First of all, Demon Slayer is slipping up. This movie ain't out. They can't drop season two. They looking funny in the light right now. Um,
That
but
sophomore season finna be crazy.
no, it's gonna be crazy when it drops. But like, yeah, they need to get their stuff figured out. But when season two drops, people are really gonna see that this is very action packed, but it all like the suspense that is tied to it is um just makes it that much better. I think that like Demon Slayer and this kind of tell a similar thing of like you have demons who are attacking the world and eating people. I think that although Demon Slayer is visually way more pleasing, this tells that same story way better.
Yeah, I
But like,
fully
yeah,
agree
I
with
think
that.
it's the story for Promise Never. It's heavily reliant on the story because there's no the action level of the Promise Neverland and Demon Slayer are on complete. It's like almost the a lot of the stories run through the action on Demon Slayer. Like ultimately, we got to kill these people. So you got to learn how to fight. You got to know how to fight. You got to become better at fighting. Blah blah blah. The Promise Neverland is like, yo, at the end of the day, we just gotta figure out this promise or something along those lines, and it be and just the entire story. I don't think it's so. It's very little. I mean, it's not very little action dependent because once you get towards the Goldie Pond, and I think moving forward, it's like, oh, like yo, let that chopper sing, let it, make
Yeah.
rhyme, kind of thing. So it kind of it builds up. But I personally, I appreciated the first couple of chapters. Yeah.
I feel like for the Promised Neverland, it starts from a different foundation because it's not action heavy. Like we know that they are more tactical and more analytical compared to Demon Slayer that is more action focused. Like they have the different breathing techniques and how they use their attacks. But with the Promised Neverland, it's a more slower paced, methodical solution that they come up. It's like Hunter x Hunter in a way, like how they have to use their own knowledge about their surroundings, what they're good at, what they're capable of, what they have on them, and how can they overcome the situation. Like they always come up with a plan of they don't even try to fight. They'll try to figure out the best way to escape if they can. But if they can save somebody and then escape, well, that's even better. If they can at least hold somebody off for as long as they can, that's even better. Because like that allows somebody to escape. Of course, then you have like those tragic moments where like that one guy who was in the bunker. I can't think of his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The one that they first met. Uh,
Oh yeah, he was
yeah,
bugging. Hey, he was
yeah,
bugging. That's yeah. When you meet him and you start figuring out that like, hey, these ain't the first kids to really try to
yeah.
escape. Like once again, it ties into that whole like, bro, the life ain't what you think it is. I was like, this is a big world.
Exactly.
This is a big, big world.